Hey everybody, time to get going. We got TB, we got Conquest. We don't have the raid. We did that yesterday, so that was nice to kind of knock out of the way. Logan, anytime, man. Hope that you. I know what the home buying process is like. We bought last year. It was a pain in the ass. It is crazy. There's so much involved. We had our move like backtracked and inspections and everything going on. So take your time. I get it. I totally get it. Hopefully, I kept Bones in check for you. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens next week with him and how he acts with. I think your son is doing it, right? He'll be there. So 10-9. Dude, I did 6-4, but I have not invested heavily yet, and I don't have Quad May. I did not whale on them. I am planning on bringing them to R9, the team, so that'll add 3 million. So I haven't invested in like the Luminara team too much either. I do want to hit like that 10 or so number, which is the average that you need to beat, and I've been putting together the data for that, which we talked about last night on Three Scoundrels too. With the furniture in Limestone, I'm excited because we had this old IKEA Lapland entertainment center for years and years, like a decade now. So this is our first like real furniture purchase of like something that'll maybe last. So we are excited about it. I still have to put it together though, and it's supposed to be here today. And what else we got here? Vash, good morning. All right, we got to get started because I got to get this stuff. I got to get this stuff done so that she is happy and that we can get it all going and good. So we got TB up first. Let's see what this looks like, and we can chat obviously while we're doing it, right? Okay. Ooh, not there. Yeah, we're super excited about that. We have all the cheap furniture, the crap furniture. I'm on a folding table right now, so this is like our first like real purchase. I got plenty of Omegas, dude, so honestly, you can have half. I think I got like 900 something. First world problems, right? Yeah, we want to use Executor here. Credits, I'm actually low. I try to stay around the 80 to 120 range, even with buying mods. I'm at like 65. So that's pretty low for me, especially with POW on the horizon and having to relic him and Quad May and having to get her relics up and everything. There's a lot. Limestone, man, you replace, that's what we did, or that's what we're doing. We replace as needed. And I've actually heard that the IKEA kitchen stuff, like the cabinets are fairly decent quality. But ours, I don't even know what it is because it was all put in beforehand. And we have a renovation, but there's a lot of work that we're noticing needs to be done. I got to put in a French drain. Like my basement floods, not enough where I'm worried, but like enough where I can't use it for anything more than what I'm using it for right now. And then I have to like unplug everything and put it on this table every night. So we have to put in a $12,000 French drain, and we obviously don't have $12,000 for a French drain. It's all right. We have a house. We are able to pay our mortgage, so we're happy about that. Not about the mortgage, but that we are able to do that. Boom! Look at that beautiful auto. I'm in a Zeta crunch too, Vash, for different reasons. I am on a quest to get every Zeta in the game, and the last time they did the Zeta bonus drops, I figured, let me just apply some stupid Zetas because I'll get a bunch. And obviously the last bonus drops were not very generous at all. So I have a very low Zeta amount. I have like 80. And that might seem like a lot to some people, but with all of the content coming out and with a whole new GL coming out and with all of this stuff on the horizon, like it's got me to where I have to buckle down for a little bit and just let them hoard back up. Oof. Oh man, that coffee. Logan, I don't know if you're still here, man. I don't know how you do Three Scoundrels every week, because every time that I wake up on the Friday after doing Three Scoundrels, oh, I'm like groggy and my head hurts, and this coffee is just hitting the spot right now. I don't think it was a bait and switch, and the reason why I don't think it was a bait and switch is that it wasn't, hey, Gungans are generous and this won't be generous. They've been generous for like 2 years now. Since bonus drops started, almost every bonus drop has been really generous. I think it's less a bait and switch and more a new era where we're going to see less generous bonus drops overall. I think they've just tightened it up and they said, you know what, no more with these like crazy, super awesome drops, which does suck. I was disappointed in those drops. I was kind of counting on them, like I'm sure a lot of you were, and I did not get anywhere near what I was hoping for. Let's keep these guys out for now because I don't need them. Benji, good morning. That's the goal, obviously. I don't like it. I'm not, don't shoot the messenger, but this is a business. It's a public company. Their job, their goal is how do we get people to spend money? And that's what they're doing right now, is finding ways to get smaller accounts to spend a couple dollars, because studies show once you've spent a couple dollars, you've opened the floodgates. You might not be a whale, but you will pay some of the bills. And we don't have to be happy about it, but we have to accept that that's the only way that things are going to run. Sometimes we want to change some things, and there are some practices that do need to change a little bit. But there was a time before bonus drops. There was a time where you never got anything like that. So we kind of have to look at it for what it's worth. I wish that they were better because it would have helped me significantly. That Luminara team, man, that team does really, really, really well. It hits different. It is a beautiful team. I'm using it with my Jedi. I'm kind of holding out my relics right now for Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan to kind of get them to R9 as soon as possible. But they're both 5 stars. I want that to be my next thing, but Luminara is on the horizon as a priority team for me to take to, I think, at least R7. What do we got? We got Dathomir. All right, I'm gonna do Dathomir now because I don't remember what that last team I use in the middle is. And I don't want to ruin it. Oof. I honestly, I wish I bought the bundle, because I had to relic Luminara. I had to relic Plo Koon. I burned a lot of relic material, bringing some characters up that for $20 I would have saved all of it. But I am also mad at CG right now over the whole POW Master Qui-Gon assault battle situation, and so I'm in a spend and freeze until they earn my trust back. You know, and sometimes they do. There have been times where I've been very pro CG. There's been times when I've been very negative on CG. So we'll see what happens. Benji, since the assault battle, since the whole fiasco with the assault battle, I'm mad at them. I'm not spending any money at this point unless they earn that trust back. I do recognize though, over the last year, I've been very on their side with a lot of things, and I do think they've been doing a lot of things really well. I think they really bungled that situation, and it cost me $2, which is not a lot of money. Obviously, $2 is nothing, but it has more to do with respect and the principle. Well, when they announced it, it was announced as a 7-day event, and everybody was like, hey, is it going to daily refresh? And they didn't answer anybody. So a lot of us, we did not invest towards it. And then the day it came out, we saw that it did a daily refresh. So I invested about 8,000 crystals to get my characters up to 8 stars, or to 5 stars. And I invested the $2 on that like little energy pack. So like 8,000 crystals, that's like $50 worth of crystals. And right after I did that, they said, oh, hey, by the way, we screwed up. It's not supposed to refresh, so we're not making it 7 days, and it's going to be 1 day, but this time we'll run it 2 days just because. And if that were the case from the beginning and they had 4 days to acknowledge this beforehand, I wouldn't have spent those crystals, you know? So I think they bungled that situation, and they were not respectful of the people who burned their resources. And for that reason, you know, I'm out right now. It's not going to stop me from playing. It is going to stop them from it is going to stop me from trusting them. Oh boy, do I have to log into Twitch now to see what was said? I usually keep YouTube up on the side because my chat doesn't always register through the streaming software. Twitch always does, so I guess I have to let's pull up Twitch and see what Mary J says. Pop it in. I haven't listened to it yet, but I saw that I saw that Bones was excited about it, but I haven't listened to it yet. I don't know. My automod doesn't show anything, but it's alright. Check back later. Oh my god, this coffee is just hitting the spot. I think my streams are always NC-17, but I was talking about joking with setting up a stream later of me putting together furniture and it being very curse heavy. there's a lot of f-bombs that I shouldn't do if I want any degree of ad revenue from YouTube. Though, I don't know what I'll do without those extra 20 cents that I get every day from ads. I'll have to listen to it on the way to work later. Yeah, I mean, Eminem's at the age where he's like, I don't give a shit, right? Like, I don't fucking care. Um, we were joking, Lady Geek, yesterday on Three Scoundrels about me showing a nipple if they got, like, if somebody sent them a sub, that I would show a nipple on stream. And then they were talking about it being against the terms of service, so I would get painter's tape and make some pasties for myself. If that's the type of NC-17 you're looking for, promise you, the shape that I'm in is not, it's not the same as pre-COVID. That COVID bread baking really did a number on me. Making like focaccia and beer bread every other day. This is the Egnards OnlyFans revolution. Is that the only way I'm gonna get a new PC? I was excited on Reddit this morning. Somebody posted like an easy workaround to the using the PC client on your Mac. But unfortunately, I guess the Mac I have is like an Intel chip, so it doesn't work. That would be great. We'll get Moonborn on those if he's here. Moonborn, let's get some official Egnards pasties. Sold at romantic depots everywhere. The entrance is in the rear. Not sponsored. That would, I think that'd be funny if I released a set of pasties and people just started buying them. Just two little eggs right there. Two of my my avatar heads. It'd be hilarious. What could go wrong? We would unlock new, oh, gross, new fetishes for everybody. 3%. You should see the margins on merch. It's disgusting. It really is. I get it though. Dropship merch is, because it's a lot more expensive than regular traditional stuff. But like on our merch website, I don't even remember. For every t-shirt, I get like $3. But if I buy 100 t-shirts locally for my business, it's like $10 a t-shirt versus like the 17. But we don't have merch for the money. I just think it looks cool. Oh God, fuck, he's here. Oh, I shouldn't say that, right? Am I on your TV? Is your kid watching? Hi, Moonborn's kid. What do I do here? Let's do the Night Sisters now. Throw these guys in. An Egnards lunchbox would be funny if this was the 90s. Maybe I'll fly you out here to like paint a mural back here of Egnards. Or I'll do like, what are those like Egnards? Ooh, I could do that with Sticker Mule. We could do a big Egnard stick. Oh, shit. I gotta convince my wife. That would be dope. People would think I was crazy. Oh, man, that'd be great. Sticker Mule is great. Also, also not sponsored by Sticker Mule, but I use them for my business, and their wall clings are beautiful. It'll be way funnier now when lunchboxes are not a thing. Um, Listen, I'll say right now, Lady Geek, the merch stuff we have, obviously we don't make a lot of money on it. We didn't do it for the money. We did it because it looks cool. We thought that it was a lot cooler than most people's merch. And it does support Moonborn too. He gets a cut of that. Not that it's a lot, but I just think it looks cool. I think it's cool that there's a couple people out there that wear a shirt that either is Mega Man inspired or has this logo on it. It's just kind of neat. We kind of did it. We did it right just for us at first, and then we said, you know what? Let's just release it, and if people want them, they want them. If they don't, they don't. No big deal. Ooh. Listen, if you want Egnard stickers, I still have extra. I've said this to you guys before, and some of you took me up on it. I bought Egnard stickers because I literally wanted one for my laptop. And it didn't cost me a lot because I bought it with my sticker order for work. So, but I couldn't buy one. I had to buy like 50. So I've put this out there to people. If you message me on Discord and you're in the United States, because I don't know what the cost or how that works internationally, if you send me your address, I will mail you a sticker for free. I have plenty of stamps from when we got married 5 years ago, and now we don't need stamps for anything. A bunch of people did take me up on that, and they got I sent them a handful of stickers that are, I'm happy, are not just kind of laying around. They're like, laptop stick. They're maybe, wrong side. Slightly smaller than the logo here. Great laptop stickers. I hate this planet. I really do. It takes so long. Oh, and again, Mary J, I'm going to have to listen to it on my way to classes today. We'll see what's up. Hunter to Gear, I love my Bad Batch team. Omega's only G12, but the rest of the team, I'm a fan. All right. I was stupid last time. I was on vacation, so you can't blame me. Well, you can, and I put C as the lead for this, which was obviously really dumb, since there's no revives. Oh, Vader. I do love my Lord Vader, but not Oh, did I not send you a sticker, Lady Geek? I thought I did when you sent me for that giveaway that OMG had done. I'll send you some later. When we get off later, I'll send you a few. I get it. Everyone's got to play the game that they want to play, right? So everyone, if you want to have fun and that's what's going to make the game fun for you, then great. That's what you got to do. I understand that. But he's very expensive. I just don't recommend him early game. There's a lot of better things that you can, spend those resources on. But if it's what's going to keep you having fun, then that's what you got to do. And I'm all for that. I thought I did, but it doesn't matter. I have plenty of them. So I'll send you some more. Or a first round. Who knows? We don't know yet, right? So the Lord Vader requirements in terms of usefulness are not bad at all, but they're very expensive and not super great in that regard. So you will make use of those characters, no doubt. Gungans, we're autoing. We're like guided autoing, max score pretty easily, pretty consistently. 3.6 million out the door, and it's great. I love it. Well, Tusken Raider, if you do the Omicron, honestly, it throws people off in threes. It really does. People get so confused by that Omicron. And you do need a decent investment to beat it too. Like, it is hard to beat it without very specific teams. All right, see, Wampa, I'm glad you're on my side now. That's the thing with Lightspeed bundles. The Lightspeed bundles do change things when they're available. Like, I would never suggest people go for Ray early, but when you practically get a free GL out of it, it becomes, well, I don't blame you for doing it. It makes sense to do it in those regards. You do. With C, you do. I think for me, the way it is, C should either be your first GL or a late GL. Kind of for the same reason. Building him is incredibly helpful to people. But if you get to a point where you're already built a lot of the stuff, then he loses a lot of his early purpose. So it becomes a little bit less necessary. Yeah, you could probably manual this much quicker. Um, But I really want to get people on the camp of understanding you don't need to manual everything, that you can save your time. There we go. Nice. And Dathomir is done. Which means I can see what team... Oh, actually, knight neutral, right? I can see what team is useful for me here. Gungans can go elsewhere. I never really use first order. So I know Kylo Ren is not the play here. I understand that. He's going to weaken my team. I don't care. We're just going to try it because I don't need the points anyway. Najib, good morning. Yes. In terms of all of the planets that I have played, and that's all of the day 4 and below planets and one of the day 5 planets, Dathomir and Braca are my least favorite planets to play. Yeah, we've been trying to cancel Eminem for a very long time. The thing about being canceled at his age is he just doesn't, you don't care. If you don't care, it doesn't affect you, you know? Vash, I actually agree with you on that. Well, not actually, but I do agree with you on that. I do get annoyed when I want to check stamina, and like you can't unless you can get into a battle. As for SLKR being not good in PvE, he actually is pretty decent in PvE. But you have to use specific teams, and he's not great on auto. I'm autoing just for the hell of it, but it is tough to auto with him without losing your team. Yeah, I do not use, I personally do not use SLKR in Conquest, unless I have to, unless it's first order or something. Because again, I don't want to think. I don't want to spend the time like figuring out the strategy. I just want to go through it. And SLKR does make that harder because he does require specific teams. He does require worrying about TM. He is negatively affected by some of the data disks that I like to use. So I do avoid him in Conquest, pretty much like the plague. Steadfast Retribution nodes, I just delete those with JMK. I hate them. I cannot stand Steadfast Retribution. I intentionally don't use JMK except to delete certain teams that I just don't want to deal with, inefficient or not. So Sidious, I don't know if you're on our Discord, but on our Discord we have this thing, it's a TB library. You don't need it right now because you're not playing Rise of the Empire. But we have put together a resource of like teams that do really, really well in ROTE, both on manual and on auto. I typically do about 100 to 115 waves in ROTE, almost all of it hitting the auto button. So, you know, believe it or not, a lot of the combats aren't actually that difficult if you're bringing the right tools. Versus like light side Geonosis, for those of you guys that remember playing that, like those battles sucked. They were long, they were boring. There was tons of like TM on the other team. It was unpredictable. I hated doing that. We got Phoenix, light side neutral. All right, let's throw our Jedi in here. Worth it to come back to Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, but I quit playing before Danacrons. You know, it used to be good mods for my peers. You know, honestly, it depends on why you quit. That's the big thing. When you're talking about a game like this, it depends on what the purpose, you know, was it because you were frustrated with Datacrons? Because that didn't go away. But you don't necessarily, like, I don't really interact with them more than I have to, and I'm fine in K2. I think that outside of my own negativity right now towards the game because of a specific situation, overall, CG has done a really good job in the last 6 months to 12 months of bringing people up to speed, offering very low-cost packs, to get old content, to catch people up, bonus shards. It can always, anytime you go back into like an online game, it's always daunting. It's really hard to do. I tried to go back to WoW like 4 times and I really struggled and couldn't do it. But I do think that the game is in a much better place than it was 2 years ago. Yeah, right? When we had to do LSGO again, and some of us, we did phase 1 for fun. I actually did auto all of the battles just to see if I could, and with like Leia, I was able to do it, and my Gungans weren't high enough yet, but I wanted to try them, and so I couldn't. Leia was able to do it, you know, JMK was able to do it, but they were very dicey, and even on auto they took forever, and it was sucked to watch. Those battles were tough, and you needed the platoons. You had to like wait for people to do their platoons because the platoons were so important to being able to beat battles. So Rise of the Empire is certainly a much, much, much better place than LSGO is. We don't, but the last patch, they opened up the beta to everybody that had requested it up till that point. So I would say request access, and you will probably get in sooner rather than later. They're not good at sending out emails for it, though. And some people have reported going into their app and being like, their EA app and going like, oh, I have it. When did that happen? Shield Flyer, hey. Yeah, Cap and I are, we're buddies. We share our Discord together. We're very similar people, I think. He actually, I don't know where he grew up, but he worked for a time very close to where I grew up, which is kind of interesting. It was cool to find that out. All right, we got one more battle we can do here. Let's do our Gungans, because I like using my Gungans. Well, in the last 2 years, they did the gear doubling, which makes gearing up older characters a lot easier. Kyrotech is obviously, it's still a problem, but it's the problem they want us to have, so there's nothing they're going to do about that until they don't want to worry about that problem anymore and they found a new problem to give us. But again, I do think that the game is in a significantly better place than it was in 2 years ago. Yeah, I mean, when, everybody celebrates like when they do double drop stuff. And what ends up happening is that just means that just signals something new is coming. And it's still a good thing because you still get to shore up older stuff. But that's exactly what happens. If they double something, it's because they're signaling a start of something else. Honestly, Courier, when it comes to R10, if we think about R9, R9's been out, what, 2, maybe 3 years at this point, and it's just now becoming more adapted by the players because CG's kind of requiring it of us. When R10 comes out, it'll be very rare, it'll be very expensive, it will not be widely adapted because it's meant for that very top of the spear player. For those players, Kyrotech is not an issue anymore. For players that are 12 plus million, Kyrotech is not a problem. The only characters that I don't have at G12 or above are the 3 characters that I don't have at 7 stars. And I have almost 1,000 of both Kyrotech. It becomes less and less of a problem. So if it required Kyrotech to go to R10, I don't think it would be problematic for those players, and it might even be celebrated as being fairly easy for them. All right, that seems to be the end of my territory battles. The last things that I need to do seem to be done. So we're going to take a super, super, super short break, like super quick, so I can get some water, and then we'll get Conquest done. Oh, look at that. I forgot to turn off my mic. That's all right. Jack Daniels, for me, I don't know what your GP is, but I have, again, so much Kyrotech. There is a story behind Bell as a Frog that a lot of people here know. Let's see. Where is it? That's my Kyrotech right now, and so like 850 of each, almost 1,000, and this is what the bottom of my roster looks like. So even as new marquees come out, I don't even worry about it at all. Like, I bring all new marquees up to G11 literally automatically, without even thinking. I don't even care. And I'm starting to just bring characters to G13 just for the hell of it. All right, Ewoks. Let's get an Ewok battle out of the way. Yeah, well, before Nisa was added, I would just throw them with JML, which is what I did for the most of the sector. But I figured JML is getting overused right now, and 2 days ago I just wanted to see if they could do this on their own. They were able to, so yeah, the med packs, those that purple G12 gear, like med packs, that is my hurdle right now too, to bring characters to G13. Hands down, I wholeheartedly agree with that being an issue. All right, Master Qui-Gon, Padawan, we gotta get Gungans in there, but I think there's a Gungan thing in Sector 5 too. What do we have to do here still? Accuracy down is easy. Rebels, we're skipping stop, because I remember we were skipping it last time. Just get an idea of the teams that we're going up against. Let's do this one. We unlocked Zepho a few times, but the last 2 times we have not unlocked it because it's a hard mission. Zepho and Mandalore both make Kyrotech a little easier. 100% they do. That extra that you get from it definitely hits really, really, really nicely. What would be really nice here is if I can slow down this battle enough to get shield up more than one time in a battle, but when your Gungans are this good, things just get deleted so easily. Look at that. Just gone. You don't get any Kairos from Zepho. What you do get is get 2. And whatever amount it is, you get like 1,500 at an unlock because it's so many people doing it. But then you get, I think it's 35 of each if you get the crates on Zepho. Which is not that hard to do because you can do it over a period of 2 to 3 days. Okay. And then Mandalore, I think, is 50. I think. I don't remember. They just got deleted. They were like, bye. Actually never thought of it like that. I really need to get a shield up. There we go. Perfect. What time is it? Zepho, I mean, the mission is hard. Like, it's a tough mission. I probably shouldn't have used these guys against Geos with all the mass attacks. It is a tough mission, but getting to Zepho isn't necessarily super hard just because the requirements for those characters are not, you need 5 guys at G12, and then you've got to get your 2 guys to R7, and a lot of people are prioritizing it. A lot of guilds are prioritizing it because of that Chirotech too. $20 and $50. Thank you. And the funny thing is, Mandalore is so much easier to get to. All right, so let's do that later. All right. Now, I've seen a couple things work against this. Last time, oh, right, I have to do this first. Last time I used Inquisitors, I think. I don't know if they have stamina right now. 88. We'll try it. Let's give it a whirl. I've seen that Padme works here too. The interesting thing about this specific battle is that Amplify Agony doesn't really help you, because Amplify Agony revolves around max health damage, and the Gungans have such a small amount of max health. I'm just waiting for Jar Jar to, like, delete one of my characters. Oh, don't even have to worry about that anymore, I guess. Not a problem. Jedi Cal Kestis, I don't know what your feelings are on TB Omicrons, but his lead Omicron allows you to auto so much in TB that it's just so nice. It is a huge quality of life thing for me to do that. Okay. Once again, we are going to head on over to Discord because Moonboard did those very nice graphics for me. So we're going to check those out so I can remind myself of what I'm doing here. All right, Master Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon, evasion down with old Ben. That'd be a really tough one. Bounty Hunter kills, evasion Z down with Zam. Zam and Kursatan. Phoenix kills, and Captain Rex surviving. Okay. Perfect. What do we got for teams? I'd love to do a team where I could get all three of those in. All of these will be tough to do that. Let's do these guys. Let's throw our Hutt-Catel in there, get some BH. Bounty Hunters. Let's throw in Zam Wessel, whatever, however you say her name. Having Executor is a game changer. I'm telling you. See, like, anytime I put her in this squad, they just target her, and it's a pain in my ass. Fucking stop. We're intentionally using a lot less thermals than we would normally like to use because we want to actually get the kills. CG does not give us the kill credit when a thermal detonator does the damage because they hate us. Got all 5 invasions downs. Try it again. The nice thing is that bounty hunters are pretty a nice squad, so it generally doesn't matter. I should have deleted Watt. Ba-da-da-da-da. Not gonna get any credit for anybody this match. That sucks. Not a big deal though. Trying to get past these annoying teams to find like easier teams because I want to see if I can just put all the crap Jedi together and hope for the best. Here's a nice delete team. First Order is really rough. Because of Sith Empire or Sith Trooper. See how Phoenix do. like a turn, thanks. That'd be great. All right, that wasn't that bad. Pretty nice way to do it. Maybe we can get through Sector 5 today by the end of the day. That'd be nice. You know what? I don't think it's gonna work, but we're gonna try. Captain Rex might not have enough health for this, stamina for this. Well, let's find out. All right, that made life a lot easier, right? Like, I like that. I can dig that. That's awesome. Last time I overused JML, and I used JML in Sector 5 for my Phoenix battles as well. But if I can get some of these kills in without doing that, I mean, I'm not mad about it. Okay, let's see. What do we got coming up? I don't like any of these. You know what? It might work against this. I guess we can try. Jedi. Give these two. We'll go Qui-Gon. Where is he? Qui-Gon. And let's say Jedi Knight Luke. I'm a little concerned, but what's life without a little risk? Okay, well, we don't have any more AoE on the enemy team, so that's nice. You guys all got quiet for all of a sudden. You're all chatty this morning. Now you're leaving me hanging. That's like me and Kyber 1. You know, but the way that I look at it is you get knocked down, and you get up again. And they're never going to keep you down. Right, Vash? Alright, I want this node. That will be a pretty decent node to go for. So let's get those Hutt Cartel back. I'm sorry. I apologize. I am not anything if not here for making people uncomfortable. Jack Daniels, man, yeah, I feel you. I am a TB officer, and that's what led me to do the TB library we have, is to just make it easier for my guild, really, to be like, hey, look, guys, it's not actually that hard. And there's always those same guys that complain and go like, oh, it's such a struggle. I hate this battle. It sucks. And I go, well, I mean, I've posted 400 times how to literally do that battle on auto, and you have a bigger account than me, so I don't know why it's a problem. How about the fleet around it? It sounds like Sidious is in a newer shard. So if you're going to have Executor by the end of the year and it's a newer shard, you shouldn't have a problem with them. Unless you're a returning player and they do all have Marauders, in which case it is, then it'll be fun for you. But it sounds like it's probably on the newer end. We want to get rid of Vader. No, of course Vader will just barely not die. Well, and he'll die right after killing the one character that I don't want dead. Of course that would happen. Very annoying. Shield Flyer, it depends on your roster and what you have behind you. I'm sure you've gotten a review from Cap before. I do also look at, we look at things differently. He looks at things for GAC and PvP a lot more than I do, and I look more for PvE and ROI, which seems to be my catchphrase. I think if you have Jedi Master Luke, it makes max crating significantly easier. And gold crate becomes not really a daunting task. I would say that the average JML owner at around 6 million to 7 million shouldn't have a problem gold crating if they're building their account properly. But it also depends on the event. Like this event, I'm not buying Luthen shards because I just don't see any need for him. I don't see any value to him as a character right now. So even though I am going to red crate, like I don't have any intention of doing anything with him. This might go badly with Jedi Knight Anakin in the enemy team. We will find out. Hey, Fire Marshal. I haven't really started with the Datacron farming yet. My Conquest is going pretty nicely. We are in Sector 5, which is... fucking... Alright, well, I can still get this one. That's fine. We knew that might happen. You know what the difference is, though, between Queen Amidala and Luthen is, one, we knew ahead of time that Queen Amidala was going to be really good for the raid. So if you had the ability to go after Queen Amidala, it's something that you should have done. Luthen, we were given so much upcoming stuff that I don't see a place for him being anything more than a lifter to teams that I don't necessarily care about. So I'm still going to red crate, and I'll get him in the 4th month, right? So I still have plans to get him fairly early on, but I just am not planning to do things as like a super, super quick thing. All right, we can do this battle with Cat. Nope, not you. Yeah, let's try it. Might not work. But if I can delete Jedi Knight Anakin, we should be okay-ish. Jedi Master Luke makes your life so much easier when you're talking about Conquest. Like, just so much easier. Because he can help you, essentially grind out any feat that is accessible for a light side squad. No, so, I mean, yes, the permataunt is really nice. But the permataunt only really works if you have Voluntary Vanguard or you're an all-Jedi squad. And I do, Voluntary Vanguard is one of my favorite discs, so I do tell people to get it. He makes Conquest so much easier. Come on with this shit. Like, right at the end, too. He makes Conquest so much easier because of the ability to call an ally to battle or to attack. And what that's essentially going to do is allow you to get kills with really, really low gear characters. So you can cheese a lot of feats with Jedi Master Luke. Fire Marshal, man, I agree with you. And I was going to get him worrying about his ship. But it just seems like General Veers, all light. Okay, that should be easy. It seems like with what's out in the game right now and what's coming to the game, there's no space for where's Veers? Veers. There's no space for his ship to come out in this short amount of time. No, that's Stark, Veers, and actually, all right, let's just try it. But it also, Najib, is it allows you even to just do debuff and buff feats by calling characters, even if they don't get the kill. So even if you're not killing things with him, you're still getting a really nice feat accomplishment. Yeah, it's that Sith modifier. Probably should have killed him like second after Bane, but it's fine. I need to do the battle twice anyway, and Veers doesn't have to survive, so if Veers doesn't survive, it's not a big deal. Looks like he did, though. Did what we came here for. Let's do another Phoenix battle here. Yeah, who else would I be? See? It's on the shirt. I'm an imposter. Oh, well, hey. Yeah, we've been doing live streams a lot lately. Normally only on Sundays, but since it's summer, I have time. Right? And there's a lot of content this week, so I figured I'd stop in early. And my TV isn't set up right now because I took down my entire living room for the new furniture coming in. So we've been hanging out all week, getting through the game. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends. Come join our Discord. No. Care to guess my age? I'm a teacher, actually. Well, a one-to-one. I have seen 3 of these Sorosu forms. The game really, really wants me to get it. 27. You are 10 years off, actually. Really would love to get more mass. Ooh, this is a good one if JML has enough. Let's see if we can do this. This might work. God, I wish I were... No, I don't. Let's see if this will work, if I can get that stun off. If I were 17 again, that's... I wish I were 17 with all of the things that I know and have learned. Oh, come on. As an adult. Let me get my fucking stun. Yeah, but only if I, had everything that I knew as an adult. Otherwise, I would never want to be 17 again because, God. That is. And Zac Efron is in it. Hey, Slam. I didn't even realize that was you. I've seen a lot of people use Queen Amidala with like gas teams, which I have not found that difficult to beat. It doesn't seem to really do too much until you have her buddies, and I don't have them yet, so I don't really have strong thoughts on Quad May yet. I'm very patiently waiting for Master Qui-Gon to be farmable. Okay, what do we got going on? I really don't want to fight any of those teams if we're... if we're being completely honest. Alright, you know what? I need to refresh some stamina. I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably, even when I get them to like R9, I'm probably not gonna be using them very much outside of the raid. That's just my personal, like a personal thing. Which seems kind of silly when you think about it, because I'm gonna bring them up to really high relics. Alright, what is this? Gotta get that one going. You can probably beat that with no problem. Saw Guerrera. They're too low stamina for that right now. I need, unfortunately, because my Imperial troopers are not super great, I need an easier node for them that is not a Datacron node. Just to get some kills with them. There we go. And we need some Night Sister wins. So let's do that. Because I need to rebuild my stamina. Oh my god. Fucking deleting Mon Mothma just out of existence. And let's see if we can get one more with them. Ooh. Let's do it. All right. So here's the deal. It seems like we're done with Conquest for the day. I kind of wanted to do some roster reviews today, but I need to help my wife with getting stuff out of the living room before this thing comes. So I am gonna hop off. Brunch is on Sunday. TB should be a little bit quicker. Conquest should be quicker because we'll be nearing the end of needing to do anything. And I think there's like 4 or 5 roster reviews. We're gonna knock them all out of the park. And we'll be on at like 8 for Brunch with Egnards, all right? And we're gonna try to get everything that needs to get done so that we have no wait list, no line. Have a great rest of your day, guys. And hopefully your Conquest, your TB goes as well as mine.